So I thought we were about ready for another Vlogs from the Garage. So I'm Lee, this is Retro Cars Reborn. Vlogs from the Garage. And I love Capris. So, front panel. I've now welded the shelf and the other piece together. Here's a video here that shows you that getting done. So I've used some of the Cure Rust on it now to highlight where all the rusty bits are and to keep the inside of it protected, because it was heavily pitted, because it is a second-hand piece. But oh my god, I didn't realise it goes this black. But this has been left now for about 24 hours. Apparently you can paint it after 3 hours, but I've left it for 24 just to make sure. And there was still, you can see the blue liquid there, there was still some pools of it. So there's it, kind of reacted and non-reacted. But I painted every surface with it that I could possibly paint to get as much rust as possible dealt with. So it's nice to see that the shiny metal where there was no rust at all is left. But yeah, I'll leave this again for another day, and then I'll spray it tomorrow, ready for it to be mocked up. So from all the room that you can see I've got at the minute, it's still not enough to put the 2.8 on the rollover jig, rotisserie, whatever you want to call it. So I'm at the minute trying to clear everything that I'd stacked up on the laser, so that I can clear this side of all this stuff as well and get it as close to this wall as possible. So I've got maximum room over this side for the rollover to go in the centre, because the beams are higher in the centre. I'm not too sure how high it actually goes up. I bought a, well, I didn't buy it, I actually got it 2 years ago for Christmas from the wife. What do you want for Christmas? So I said I'll have a rollover jig for my Capri, if that doesn't mind. And it was quite cheap, but yes, it's been in these 3 boxes here for 2 years now, and she keeps moaning I've not used it. So I'm pretty much there now that all the strengthening panels have been put back on this, so we can actually get it on the jig now and start to do work on the underside of it. But yeah, I'm just in the process of moving everything about and getting it pretty much perfect. So not only have I got room for the Capri, but I've also got room to build a jig for this 1ZZFE engine that I plan on putting in the laser. I'm going to build a jig to put the engine on, and be able to build a wiring harness out of the original Toyota one, so that I can run the Toyota ignition barrel, the ECU and everything, so I can have it injection. So it's absolutely beautiful for the laser to be able to run an injection engine that's not a Ford one, and be a nice and reliable Toyota chain driven 140 horsepower. Should be a little bit more than that with no cats on and whatnot, and we'll get into that shortly. I finally got a bench in here as well. I mean, it's no special, it was out of the bedroom, but the wife didn't want it anymore. Wanted a telly unit instead, so we took this out, and I was like, this is some solid pine, so I can bolt a vise to it and whatnot. Should make a good bench. I mean, the drawers are all solid as well, so you can get all my parts in there. It's looking good so far. So many parts, it's ridiculous. I mean, look at all that. That's just tape that in there. But yeah, it was better than throwing it away. Clear this side of the garage down, and it literally becomes bye-bye workbench. It just becomes somewhere to put all the stuff. This is the bumper off my 205 GTI. It looks to be in pretty decent nick, but what in fact you are looking at is absolutely slabs and slabs of filler that's been put onto it, and we're going to weigh this when I start to do the GTI just to see what kind of type of like weight it was carrying, because it, oh my god, weighs a ton. Should not weigh anywhere near as much as this thing does right now. So yeah, I can't wait to start on the 205. I don't know when it'll be. I pretty much want to get this done first, then this, or both at the same time, and then we'll start on the 205. That's a lot more getting stuff off the floor. I don't know how easy these Clark strong arm dollies move. I'll see. Oh no, they're not that bad. That's going to catch on that. But yeah, they do move easier than I remember. The front's a little bit harder like. So front of the Capri, not the best way ever, but jack the front up so both wheels are off the ground. I'm quite lucky I've got a solid concrete floor, but you can literally move the front end of the car with just the jack alone. If you're lucky, it's now at a decent enough angle. Don't know if it'll work, but I can surely give it a go. I mean, I wouldn't tell everybody to do this. Just push against it. Oh, she's hit some sort of wall, barrier. Oh no, she's going. Listening for any sort of funky noises. Ooh, didn't like the sound of that. But as you can see, it's pretty much straightened up. So we'll have a look underneath. No, she's still in a good position. Let's see if we can get it to go that little bit more. It is not the best method, but you know, there we go, look, she's all straightened again. Hey, doesn't always work, wouldn't recommend it, but it worked for me this time. And we had no jack problems, which is decent. Oh, I can only really do it on a perfectly flat concrete surface. You can do it in the street. I tell you now, you can do it in the street, but you need a better jack than this. You need a proper, big, expensive one. Not this one, which was my dad's, which is probably more than... Well, yeah, I'm 33 this year, so this jack's probably 40-year-old, or if not more, and it's still going strong. I've not once seen any of the YouTube channels, car ones that are big, show you the reality of actually having a garage and doing a load of work on it. because literally everything just gets covered in all the bits of metal from grinding, and everything else just gets caped. Look at it, everything. And then you have to just sweep it up all at the end of the day. You never see this. Never see anybody sweeping up. But here we are, sweeping up, people. Well, I think we've managed to accomplish a lot. I mean, it doesn't look big on camera, but this space is massive. Yeah, baby. And obviously we've still got all that space over that side as well. I decided to hang that up to dry now. We'll see how it works out tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to paint it. But yeah, managed to tidy up a load, so that's good. Again, the space doesn't look big, but it really is. So we're well on the way for getting there. So on that note, I will see you in the next video. Hopefully it'll be all on the Capri. This has been Vlogs from the Garage. I've been Lee. This has been Retro Cars Reborn, and I shall see you in the next one.